Thanks for joining me once again in this new video. This is just some ramblings of mine, and let's take a look at Antarctica while we're at it.
I don't know. If you want to hear me out, hear me out. If you don't, leave a comment and give me a like or something, or give me like a face, a crazy guy face. I don't know. But here it is. I was passing by these mountains, right? Y'all probably know what I'm talking about because I always put them up on here. So I was passing by, and I start to see like faces, and it was dark. It was like at night, right? And I'm speeding by them, but I start to like concentrate, like, and I could discern like faces, like female faces and male faces, but they were like, how could I say this? They were alienish. They were like foreignish, not humanish. Okay. So I start to like see them, and I see them like crying. I even see like little babies, aliens, right? Like little, they're like round, the ones I seen. So they're, I don't know what they were made of, but they were there, and they were like telling a story. They were telling a story in the rocks, and I was like, what? And I could kind of hear like them say some things and other things I just seen, and basically, I'm gonna cut to the chase. The thing was this: they were saying, the aliens, right? The race or the races, I don't know. They were saying that they had to be here on Earth, that they came this way because their country was no longer, I mean, the country, their world or their planet was no longer fit to live in. Something bad happened, right? And they were crying. Well, there was a lady alien with the baby, and she was crying, and I was like, what? And it kind of got me thinking. I'm like, nah, something just gave me like a bad feeling. Like, that is not a legitimate story to me, right? I mean, I'm not a humanitarian, and I'm not a bad person either, but that's kind of funny. That sounds funny, you know? Um, and I wasn't buying it. I wasn't buying it, but then again, like, it didn't. I didn't understand it because I'm like, okay, I see these things, but are they there or are they not there? Is this real? Is this not real? I was losing my mind. I think maybe, I don't know. I was going through a stressful time, right? I got deported. I had like a lot. I was hearing voices, like people talking. One day, I'm like at the border, right? And I was trying to go back to the U.S. and I heard these two girls. They were in the line, right, waiting to cross the border too. I heard these two girls say, "Oh, you know who that is over there?" And I was quiet. I was just like minding my own business, right? Probably on my cell phone, or I don't know, just thinking. And I heard the girl say, "You know who that is over there?" I was like, "No, no, who is that?" And they said my name, right? I'm not gonna say it, but they said my name. And so, and the girl was like, "Who's that?" And so the girl was like, "Man, everyone knows who he is. He's such and such. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm someone not good. Like, I'm not a good person." And then the girl says, "Yeah, man, just Google him. Just put his name up on Google, and this whole story will pop up." And I'm like, "What?" Because a lot of interesting ideas were being brought to me at that particular moment in time. And remember, I'm like stressed out. I'm like thinking they're trying to kill me. I'm trying to get back into the U.S. somehow, some way, trying to do a miracle or something, trying to pull a ace out my sleeve. And I hear that, and I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Okay, so that must mean that what I'm thinking is true, right? Something real crazy is going on in my life, and it's crazy enough to where people notice me and recognize me somehow, and I'm in it so deep that, like, there's actually like I'm in a database, a public database at that. Google knows me, and the strange thing is, like, I've Googled my name just out of curiosity, like, let's see what pops up. Maybe like an old school uh MySpace, maybe something I forgot about will show up, just to see, or let me see who's using my name, who's trying to steal my identity. You know what I mean? Just out of curiosity, I'll Google my name, and nothing will come up. Nothing. Like, I gotta like struggle hard as hell just to find my damn Facebook pictures, like, literally. But this girl said, just put that name in and everything will pop up. So that got me thinking too, and I'm like, okay, so then There's a public internet, and then there's a private internet, and there's a really private internet. Like there's all types of internets. It's not just the one I know, the one that's slow as hell and freaking crashes and stuff like that. No, this is. Sorry for my language. I'm getting worked up here because I'm trying to remember this as I'm telling you guys. It's not like this story is not like on the back burner all the time. Like, oh, this is a cool story to tell. I'm trying to forget that night. You know what I mean? But it's relevant in a sense to where these are the things I've been going through. Like I really believed I was crazy. You know, people made me think I was crazy or wanted me to think I was crazy. They used to tell me in rehab, like, man, this dude's crazy. And they might have been saying like jokingly, but hey, I took it to heart. I'm like, man, am I really crazy? Am I the crazy one? And so I try to figure it out. I did a lot of songs, you know, for some time because that was my quest of trying to find the truth. Like, let me write these songs. Let me get these ideas um, in on paper so that I can, like, if I forget, it'll be there, right? My craziness, my ideas, and that's what I did. Like, I created a whole um, alter ego, if you will, and I believed it. I believed it. So the story on that was just like the girl said that, I heard it, I kept quiet, but I thought about it. And I would think about it from time to time. Like, was that true? What was that? Did I just, like, were they saying something else? And my mind totally just ran with it, even though it had nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Is that really what's going on in my mind? Like, do I hear things that are not true and that I make up? Like, my own mind is tricking me?
I don't claim to know everything, guys. I just was opening up there and I had some stuff I had to say, and there's a lot of truth in it. As you can see, Antarctica is a really, really interesting place. There's a lot of things there. Have a good one, guys.